Silver and precious metals in general are making a move. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium. Those are the four ones that I'm seeing big moves taking place. I want to focus on silver here today. We've been talking a lot about silver. In fact, if you're watching us on YouTube and you watch our YouTube shorts, you've been seeing me, hedging gold, my long gold exposure, unhedging it, taking it off earlier this week. And now silver looks like it's finally on better footing. I've been saying this now for some time. Obviously too early, and too early at the end of the day is wrong. But let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to make this chart a bit larger, make my video here a bit smaller so you guys can see this nicely. So this is just the price of silver. I'm going to make it a weekly chart so you can kind of see this a bit better. Essentially what you're seeing here, I'm just using the SLV ETF for these purposes, which does actually go back all the way to 2005, 2006 when they launched this thing. So we've got about 20 years worth of data. But really what you want to focus on here is kind of like this point here, this sort of, breaking above what we consider to be an important price for silver, which was previously about $27. Now we're looking to see if we can get back above sort of the $31 area. That's kind of the next sort of big level to overcome. And if it overcomes then that level, then quite frankly, I don't see a heck of a lot of resistance until we get back to probably, the low 40s. So at that point, it can really run. Looking at this a bit more short term, before we look at this in a ratio chart, which is also important, this is the near term chart, the daily chart. And so on Tuesday, silver was up about 2.41%. Now, we can get fancy and we can draw lines and we can call this a breakout, and that may not be inaccurate. But what's interesting to me is that this all happened in the precious metals in general. So that's why I think this now has better potential. So you look at gold. On Tuesday, this was up 1.86%. You look at palladium, which is, there you go, this is palladium. On Tuesday was up at 4%, and then platinum, if I could finish the word, was up 4.91%. In fact, just quickly on platinum, and there's ETFs for all these things, right? I'm just showing you, the ETFs and the futures charts kind of back and forth. But this is the sort of the bigger picture view of platinum. If you were to make a weekly chart, you can kind of see that this is a really, really big deal. Look at the kind of the juncture we're at right now. And so if we're able to sustain a breakout here, this could really be a big deal. Now, but just back to silver just real quick. I do want to quickly show you. So silver, again, big move. And we think if we break above 31 on the SLV ETF, then, this really could go very, very far over the course of probably multiple quarters. This is the gold to silver ratio. And what you're seeing here, this is a long-term chart. It goes back all the way to, the early 1990s and even all the way back to the 1940s. And if we look at this and scrunch it up a little bit more, you can see that we are at a point where historically the price of gold versus the price of silver is quite rich. So that would speak to me that silver should start to outperform here. And if we combine that with the charts I showed you before, with silver starting to make a move, and again, it's not just silver, it's also other precious metals, palladium, platinum. That to me is a constructive setup here in silver. Hope it helps. See you in the next video. If this video helped you, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, you give us a thumbs up like, and if you want to see this approach in action, you will want to join us in our Set the Market morning call, which happens at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday through Thursday. Make sure you join us for that in the link down below. Again, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.